And I'm so happy to be here with you guys because on August 7th I turned 85 years of age. So I'm damn happy to be any place, believe me. I'm here to tell you that growing old is not for sissies. And being over the hill, it's better than being under it. Much better. And as far as Alzheimer's is concerned, the only thing good about it is you can hide your own Easter eggs. That's all. I wanted to tell you that as you get older, some strange things start to happen. When I wake up in the morning, I go to the bathroom. Then I get out of bed and go to the bathroom again. Do you know that I'm actually standing in front of the toilet, peeing in Morse code now? Dot, dot, dash, dash, dot, 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 dash. And I have no idea what it means. Is that a message from outer space? Or has the Titanic just hit an iceberg? Because I've outlived anybody that was in the Morse code business. They're all dead. I have a real good friend by the name of Cal Richards. You all know Cal. And we're neighbors now. And the other day I met him when he was out for one of his morning walks. I said, Cal, you're 97 years of age. You just turned 97. And you're bragging to all the media that you intend on living for another 30 years. Now, I have no intentions of leaving this earth for another 30 years myself, but I want to know what your secret is. What is this vigor and vitality that you've got? This joie de vivre that you've got? He said, well, I'll tell you the secret. If you want to live another 30 years, CC, you just do what I did. And I said, and what is that? He said, what you do is marry a young girl. That'll keep you going for another 30 years. So here I am, 85 years of age, and I married this beautiful young lady. Where is Kimiko?
Here.
There she is. 55 years of age. I'm 85 and she's 55. Now my children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren are very concerned about this age difference. I said, if she dies, she dies. Just go get another one, right? Now my first honeymoon was Niagara, but this one was Viagra. And I'm going to tell you that that is just the greatest stuff in the whole wide world. It is fantastic. I dropped one of those little blue pills down the toilet accidentally the other day. I can't get the lid down anymore. It's not like this. And we just heard that yesterday, the first Viagra baby boy was born at the Vancouver General Hospital yesterday. Now they really know that he was a Viagra baby boy because he came in at 9 pounds, 6 inches. What a future that kid's got. Now this Viagra, you guys don't have to worry about it, you're too young. But isn't it nice to know that it's there for you when you're going to need it? That's great stuff, just fantastic. Now, a lot of things that happen in your life that are strange and different is the fact that I was here at this comedy place about a year ago, and we videotaped the presentation. And Kimiko and I sent it in to the people in Los Angeles. those who do America's Got Talent. And also I was at Yakux, and I sent them one of those as well. So out of the blue, on March the 19th, they flew us to New York. And I stood at the stage with 3,500 people in front of me, and the 4 judges standing in front of me. And basically, we had the most wonderful time for about 3 days that we've ever had in our lives. They paid our way, they paid for the airline tickets, they paid for the rooms, and it's really because of the video that I sent from KINO here over a year ago to the people in Los Angeles. So we just got back from New York. Now, one of the other things that happens as you grow older, whenever you tell your doctor about something that's going wrong, he refers you to a specialist, because he just says, that's not my field, I don't know anything about that. So I don't know, I'm just going to send you off to somebody else where it's their field. So one day I told him that I was losing my eyesight. And he said, well, I'm going to send you to a Chinese ophthalmologist here in Vancouver. Very famous Chinese ophthalmologist. So I went over to see him, and I sat in his chair, and he got purple lights up and silver lights up. And finally he rolled back in his chair and looked at me and he said, Mr. West, you have a Cadillac. I said, no, doctor, I've got a Chrysler. How the hell can you miss that? I mean, you've got to have Cadillacs. You've got to have a Chinese ophthalmologist say that to you. And at the same time, you've got to have a guy that has a sense of humor. Thank God. Another thing happens is you begin to lose your hearing. Now, how the hell do you know you're losing your hearing? Well, your wife comes in to the living room and says, you're playing the TV too loud. Or at the movie, I say, what did he say? Or I say, what did she say? So the doctor sends me to an eye, ear, nose, and throat specialist. He does a bunch of tests. He says, you need hearing aids, Mr. West. So I'm sending you to an eye, ear, nose, and throat guy. So I go over to see him, and he does a bunch of tests. And he says to me, you definitely need hearing aids, and that's all it's doing. So I got a couple of hearing aids, damned expensive too. And then the idea was I went back to see him after about a month, and he did some tests, and he said, you know, Mr. West, your family must be so happy that you can hear everything. Your hearing is perfect. And I want you to say, tell me that your family is so happy to know that. I said, no, doctor, as a matter of fact, at Father's Day and at Christmas and at Thanksgiving, I just sit in the back of the room and I listen to the conversations, and I've changed my will 4 times. Fantastic, I didn't read it. Now, the other thing that happens is the doctor sent me to a specialist the other day, and I had to get a pacer. And I don't read the instructions too well when I do some installations. So I got the pacer, and I know I didn't do the instructions very well, because every time I make love to my beautiful wife, especially on Saturday night, my garage door opens and so does my neighbor's. So I wanted to tell you that it so happened